We have 6 community outreach coordinators located throughout the state, and we are here to help connect you to clinical, financial, and social resources.
The mission is to reach individuals within their homes, within the communities, and to actually allow for them to remain there if they want, and to actually have the best life and to accomplish what they want out of life. And in a nutshell, that's basically what I like to help them do with the outreach through the Resource Center.
So we called the Resource Center, and from that point on it was taken over. I got telephone calls regarding where I was living, what my problems were, and from that point on, I finally got this wonderful helper, Maddie, who helps me to maintain my house in a semi-responsible way because I can't do a lot of things, and that's where Maddie comes in. She does a lot of helping. And the Resource Center has been a wonderful opportunity for both David and I to stay in our home.
She's taken a lot of the burden off. I'm not as tired every day as I once was. And the sad thing is I don't realize I'm my age and I still think I can do things I shouldn't. But that's life. But no, it's really been good.
The Resource Center, as far as I'm concerned, is the best thing that the Masons can do for their wives, daughters, widows, whatever it is. They take care of the financial responsibility. And I'm sure it isn't just me, there are many others that they take care of. So they do need a resource so that they can continue in this work. And the reason I say that is many of us want to stay in the homes. When you're in your own home, you feel secure, you feel you're surrounded by your loved ones at any time, and you can maintain a lifestyle that you're accustomed to. And that is a big responsibility for someone to take on, and that's what the Masonic group does, and for that I am truly appreciative.
We actually had a client through the Resource Center that reached out for just some additional assistance for services, some financial assistance for some things that they needed in terms of their health had declined. They weren't working at the time. And so we actually did an emergency assistance application for this individual. And eventually, actually after the fact, he was able to come back and thank us in the form of actually being a volunteer. And I think for me, that is the greatest form of gratitude, because it's not only allowing him to give back, but it's also allowing others that may want assistance from the Resource Center to have help as well.
And I learned of the Resource Center through Jesse, who's a friend of mine. In fact, I even ended up joining his lodge with him. I used to go visit so often, but plus it was talked about in Eastern Star. And I came acquainted with the volunteer program because we heard about it at chapter. And so my wife and I went and with the meeting with Deanna, and we got involved. And right away there was an opportunity for me to help out a brother by taking him to the airport at 3 o'clock in the morning to go on the honor flight. Well, it's very important for us to help our brothers and sisters today, because that's part of the obligation that we take. You know, we need to assist our brothers in need, and being able to be there for them and to assist them in whatever their needs may be. It's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to do anyway, even if we weren't Masons. But being able to help somebody out and being able to do things for them, that's all a part of being a Mason, and that's one of the parts of being a Mason that I really enjoy.
Last year, our coordinators completed almost 2,000 new cases and an additional 744 well checks. We do home visits across the entire state, and we help with Grand Lodge Charitable Foundation requests. We have over 360 volunteers throughout the state who help make referrals and provide services like transportation or even making phone calls. The Resource Center connected with 598 widow and widowers through our bereavement program, and our foundation granted over $85,000 through emergency financial assistance and at-home care. We also assisted 68 youth and families through the Masonic Youth Outreach Program. We have spent the past 2 years through the pandemic providing COVID care packages and offering support to those facing isolation and loneliness. We do also provide assistance to Ohio Masons living out of state. Our motivation in the Resource Center through each one of our community outreach coordinators is we care deeply. We care for those in our community. We care truly about the Masons and the lodges and the Eastern Star members. We treat them like they're part of our family. They're extended grandparents and families, and we do whatever we can to help. And that's, I think, our greatest strength in every single one of our staff members through the Resource Center is just how much compassion we have for everyone that we care for.
Never hesitate to call, and when in doubt, please reach out to the Resource Center. And pretty much those three things are kind of all aligned towards the same meaning, but ultimately the base of that is basically, if you have questions, just call the Resource Center.
You can contact the Resource Center by calling 877-881-1623. And when you call that number, you can push 4 to be connected to the Resource Center, and then you can select the territory that you're in. So once you push the number for your area, that call is directed right to the cell phone of the coordinator in that area. So you can call us 24/7. We are here to help.